we were able to win them because of the way our pitchers threw. Clark got us off to a good start today. Vince was pretty clean there, and Taylor showed what kind of arm he has at the end of the game. I'm not at all happy with how we're swinging the bat right now offensively. We got good hitters in our dugout. We got good hitters on our team. But right now we're just in a little bit of a funk, and we'll work hard this week to get out of it. Had to play some other guys today because we got some guys banged up. Marcus has tweaked his hamstring yesterday, and DC's thumb's very sore. It's been a lingering issue with him, and so that kind of affected the lineup a little bit today. We didn't play great defense, but we pitched our rear ends off, and that was good enough to win. And I'm not going to sit up here and complain too much. We won 3 games this weekend against a solid club, but we have to do better, and we'll work hard this week to try to get on the right path.
What did you see out of Clark today, and do you consider him for Sunday next week? Do you consider Vince for Sunday next week with the way he pitched? Just kind of, what are your thoughts on how those things went?
Clark threw the ball very well. He threw some change-ups in there, which we hadn't really used much when he's been in the bullpen. But he threw the ball well. I have no problem pitching Clark next Sunday. I mean, I'm not ready to say he's starting next Sunday, but he's probably at the top of the list. I hesitate considering Vince to start on Sunday just because we're probably going to have to use him on Friday or Saturday. Hey, we may use him Wednesday if we have to. I mean, he's one of those guys that the way he's throwing right now, he can help us win 2 games on a weekend. If he starts on Sunday, he might help us win 1. I'd rather win 2. He's doing very, very well, and I like the fact that we can match up some guys out of the bullpen with some lefties, and Vince gives us that option.
You touched on it, but just 14 hits all weekend. You still managed to get the sweep, but what do you kind of do to kind of maybe juice up that lineup a little bit in terms of maybe getting guys swinging through the order?
I'm trying. It's a struggle. Kyle was 1 for 1 today and had 2 walks. He swung the bat, a big sac fly there. Yeah. But it's the middle of our lineup has to swing the bat better. I don't think Gene had a hit all weekend. I know he's not in the middle of our lineup, but I don't know if Strock had a hit all weekend. We're lucky to win 3 games. I'm sitting up here saying we won anyway, despite the lack of production from really anybody offensively. No one had a multiple hit game today. Heck, I don't know if they did yesterday or Friday. Kudos to we pitched and played defense Friday and Saturday. We didn't play much defense today, but we did enough, and we'll take it and move on and try to get better. I got some guys that can hit, but we got to quit feeling sorry for ourselves and get the bat whistling through the strike zone instead of sometimes when you're in a rut, you just try to serve the ball over the shortstop's head or passive, and we got to get a little bit more offensive on offense. We're very defensive right now in the batter's box, and we got to change that.
Yeah. And just since bouncing back from that Clemson loss Monday, five straight wins. What have you learned this week? Have you learned a lot, or is it still kind of up in the air what you really know about these guys as you get closer to SEC?
Well, I'm getting closer to kind of getting a little bit more consistent with the guys that I put in there. I think that'll help the guys, to be honest with you. But I learned that our pitchers will keep us in some games. When I got our guys in there, I think we can play defense. And then, when Marcus is in there and DC's in there and Jordan's played a great shortstop all year long, those 3 can play defense. But I knew that before this week. I'm sitting up here and I'm just a little bit, I feel like I'm grateful that we won. I'm not trying to, be unappreciative of what our players did, but I know that they're much better than how they performed, and we got to perform at a higher level and to be the team that we want to be.